So the plan is to do this, eat this, whatever the initial reaction is, get through it. We're going to try to go right into the intro to the podcast.
Okay. Just so everyone knows, we're eating the Pocky One Chip Challenge because that was Matt's idea to appeal to the youth today.
I feel as though we kind of need to be we need to start doing more mainstream shit.
Yeah, that's
just to, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. But
no more talking about thermite. Now we're eating chips.
We're digesting thermite. You ready? We gotta do it together.
All right, you ready, Matt?
If you want, you can break off a tiny little piece of yours.
I'm just gonna do it. All right, ready?
A little fucking.
Little cheers, and here we go.
Oh, it doesn't even taste good. It doesn't taste good at all. Okay. Whatever. I don't even want to swallow this. It doesn't even taste great. That's why. That's why they do this. That's why they do it. That's why it's hard to eat, because it doesn't even fucking taste good. That's what's going on. All right, you ready?
Get my finish it.
Oh, no, baby. Oh, fuck.
I guess what?
Oh, no.
Hey, everyone. My name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes. Hi, guys.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Are you going to go for milk anytime soon or no?
No. First one to go for milk is a pussy. Turn down the music. We gotta start the podcast.
I'm sorry. Oh, no.
So welcome to the podcast.
Oh, fuck. Chris, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun at all. Why are we burping so much? Does that happen? I'm going for the milk. I gotta go for milk. I'll be a pussy. I don't give a fuck.
So I think this week, what you should be worried about is
Oh, no.
I can't even think.
Yeah, no, me neither. Let's just go through it. Why are we burping? I don't like that. I don't like this. I'll go first so you don't have to be the pussy. I'll go first. Oh, it feels so much better. Oh, immediate betterness. Immediate.
Okay. So I think what you should be worried about this week is I have a... Oh, it's right back.
Oh, no.
It's right back. I have a raccoon. Yeah?
I love your raccoon, bro.
I have a raccoon that's been visiting my... Oh, God.
I'm crying. Why aren't you crying?
Because I've been through the turmoils of drug addiction and heartbreak, and this is nothing to me.
Oh, fuck.
I just want everyone to know I've snorted meth off a bathroom floor before, and this is so much worse than that.
Yeah, you got yourself a raccoon, I heard, right?
Yeah, I got...
Tell me
I can't.
All right. How's your day?
I need to take a shower or something. This is so bad. How long does this last?
Yeah, this is because...
It's getting fucking worse.
I got snot coming out of my nose. I'm so sorry.
Why?
I'm so sorry.
It's not even... We can't even do the podcast.
I know. Oh. Ben, shut the fuck up.
Do you have vodka? I'm ready to relapse. This is horrible. I need to be honest. Every time I stop, it just gets worse.
Bro, I feel so sick.
And I'm in a podcast studio with two 23-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up. I am going to throw up. Holy fuck.
So the internet likes me. This is my life, everybody. I was just hamming it up before. It's not that bad. Matt's a bitch. Ben, hop in for the podcast. Just sub out for Matt.
You guys are so dumb, man. Like, Matt's in there. It sounds like he's got diarrhea right now. That's how fucking...
For everyone that doesn't know, this is our amazing producer, Ben Kirsch, a.k.a. Benny Boy.
Yo, what's up?
That's Malcolm. You all know Malcolm. Podcast extraordinaire dog. Was he named for Malcolm X?
Yeah.
Okay, I always got progressive vibes from your dad, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah, we love Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, were you more of an MLK guy or a Malcolm X guy?
I would say I would say born and raised MLK guy turned Malcolm X guy.
See, I grew up in a racist household.
That's not like either of
So
them.
so there was more of like a David Duke kind of family. But as I've gotten older, like on paper, MLK is pretty cool, but he cheated on his wife, which I don't buy, but I think that's fucked up. He cheated on his wife all the time.
Wasn't he a pastor or preacher?
Yeah, but he was like, all men have their vices, and his was he liked pussy.
Wow.
So that's why I'm a Malcolm X guy, because Malcolm X was a bad dude.
Wow.
Like he was a criminal, and then he went to jail, found Islam, turned his life around. Malcolm X was the man. He lived by what he preached, dude. Mad respect for Malcolm X.
Dude.
Never cheat on his wife, MLK.
What else happened in that dream? You know? So, he saw more than just equality. He saw some good pussy.
Probably some good titties, too.
Mid-REM sleep
I like how
cycle.
you guys can't pick this up, but I can hear Matt
Yeah,
retching.
he's just retching right now.
And I think you and me should do a podcast. I think we should just tape over Matt's face and just do our own thing.
I've just been waiting on him to
Yeah,
go to the
you're like,
bathroom
you
to
should
throw
do
up.
the one chip challenge.
Do you want to go? I do want to ask more questions about Robert. I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
No, that's okay. We were struggling.
Dude.
So just to reiterate, because again, I don't know where we're editing things.
Yeah.
So Robert, in my neighborhood, I have this raccoon that I've been seeing. And for the last week, every night, anytime between like 10 and 2 in the morning, there is this raccoon that I have affectionately named Robert that will come sit on my deck. And he's very friendly. He's a fat little guy, and he's got bright, big eyes. And like, I was scared the first time I saw him because I was walking up the stairway.
Yeah.
And there's just a raccoon in front of my door. I'm like, whoa! Wasn't expecting. I thought he was going to like jump at me or something because he's a wild animal.
Right.
And I'm crazy, so every small animal I meet, I immediately give it a name and decide we're friends.
Yeah.
So I saw him, and within 3 seconds, I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get startled. I didn't see you there. What's up, Robert?
That's first thing that your fucking
First thing I
mind
did,
goes to.
out loud to him.
Is Robert, when you first met Robert, is he like, yo, get the fuck away from me?
No? Okay, so he was headed.
Were you able to get into your apartment?
No, so he's at the door. I'm here, right? He kind of looks at me for a second and then scurries over to the stairwell, to like the next flight of stairs, but he's still like on my level.
Right.
And I like go around that side and I just look at him. I'm like, yo, Robert, you good? And he just
You're not so bad, friend.
And he just stands there, like kind of doing that thing where like he doesn't know if he's gonna run.
Yeah.
And I just kind of held out my hand, like to let him sniff it. He didn't sniff it, but he just like looked at me, and he just kind of like sat down, realized I was chill, and then he just kind of looked at me like this, and I just started talking to him.
Oh.
I was just like, yo, how's your day been, Robert? I'm like, that's cool. Like sometimes I think about killing myself, but I think I gotta stay strong because like Matt and Ben need me for the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I pause and he'd kind of nod and be like, you get it, Robert, man. Thank you.
Dude. And that's what I was talking about before. Like Robert, like he better fucking like start. Like if animals can talk, Robert better start talking to you.
No, Robert is like people might think we're crazy. Like Robert is genuinely my friend. Like he's not my pet. He's my neighborhood friend.
Yeah.
And I will sit. Now we're at the point because it's been a couple nights of this where he'll let me sit probably as close as I am to you right now. He'll let me sit next there and we'll just chill and I'll talk to him and say hi and like what's
you're
up.
sitting fucking crisscross applesauce on your deck.
Yeah, just in a chair. He's on the floor like right where you are. And I'm like, what's up, homie?
Just give him some grapes. I heard raccoons like grapes.
I will get him some grapes. Although, here's my thing. I don't necessarily want to start feeding him because I don't want to cheapen our friendship. Like, I don't want him to just be my friend because I give him food.
Yeah, but you guys are already friends, so now it's just like a fucking...
And he might let me pet him if I feed him. Because right now, like, we can be like this, but then if I, like, reach my arm out, he'll just kind of puff up a little bit and make a little hit. He'll be like...
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, Robert. I didn't mean to invade your personal space. I didn't mean to betray the trust we built here. I'm sorry. That was over the line. And then he'll kind of look at me for a second, like, all mad, and then he'll just chill out again. Like, all right. Just know your place.
Dude.
I did do something very stupid the other day. I opened the door to my apartment and propped it open.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if he would come inside.
Did he?
I was like, come here, buddy. Come here. And he was looking at me kind of like he came a little close. Like, come on, we can have cuddles. You can sleep in my bed. We'll have a great time. Sleep over. And he wasn't falling for it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like if you wanted to actually make that happen, then food would have to be introduced.
I'd have to do food. Well, and all these people, because I post Robert to my Instagram story, I give nightly Robert updates.
Yeah.
And all these people are like, oh my God, that's a wild animal. Don't touch him. He probably has rabies. Stay away from him. And fuck all you guys. Honestly, Robert's my friend. And if you keep talking shit about him like that, that's unacceptable. Robert doesn't have rabies. He's not foaming from the mouth. He's out at night when raccoons are supposed to be out, not during the day. Yeah. Okay? He's just a friendly guy. Well, you can tell me all the neighborhood cats I'm friends with also have rabies? I'm friends with several neighborhood cats.
You know, not just and not every fucking wild animal just has rabies,
Yeah.
guys. That's so fucked up to fucking think.
Yeah, and sure.
You shouldn't think that.
Did Rob...
That's fucking animal racist, bruh. You're fucking crazy, bruh.
Sure. And did Robert bite me the other day? And do I now have an irrational fear of water and constant dry mouth and a little bit of foamage? Sure. That doesn't mean I have rabies.
That doesn't mean rabies.
Idiots.
Chris is just fucking allergic to air now.
Yeah, and I get scared of birds. I think they're going to pick me up.
Chris just knew that he was going to be having a hot chip today, and so his body started preparing.
Oh, I am friends with also several neighborhood cats that I think are getting jealous of Robert.
You just fucking all gang up on Robert.
I worry. No, I'm worried about that.
Get the fuck out of here,
No,
bro.
okay. So I'm friends with 3 neighborhood cats.
Uh-huh. And their names are?
Their names are Owen,
Uh-huh.
Judy, and Frank.
Yes,
And
okay.
Those are the 3 neighborhood cats I see.
Right.
And I think they're just strays. Like, I don't think they have homes
Uh-huh.
because they don't look particularly, fat or anything.
And you don't give them food either?
No, but they'll let me pet them.
Oh, shit.
Because I go in this same loop in my neighborhood, every once probably every other day I'll go for a walk, clear my head, and I'll just go for a walk.
Yeah.
And the cats, I would see them and I just wave like, "Hey buddy, what's?" And of course I name him. So I'm like, "Hey Owen, what's up, man?" And he just look at me and just run. And but over time, they've got more comfortable with me, and now they'll come up and they'll rub on my leg. And I'll give them little pets.
Oh, wow.
And they'll roll over, let me pet their belly.
Yeah.
And they'll do the cat thing where they're like, "Arr," and bite me. And I'm like, "Hey, cut it out." And they're like, "Arr," and then they run away.
And they're like,
And they run away. But yeah, I have lots of neighborhood friends, and they're all animals.
Do you feel like those cats, if they saw Robert, they would even be like, "Ayo, that's a raccoon"? Or do you feel like cats would just be like, "That's another one of us, another stray"?
That's interesting.
You know?
Yeah,
Like they don't think about shit. I don't think the same way we do.
Probably
Or
not.
Maybe they do. I have no idea. You know?
Mm.
Like I definitely cats won't look at us and be like, "Yo, that's a cat." But something that's similar looking to them.
Maybe.
I feel like Robert does kind of look like a cat. You know?
He's a little bandit.
The
Okay.
Garfield of cats.
The Garfield, who's also a cat.
Garfield is a raccoon. If you can look that up.
I want
Garfield's
to,
not even a cat.
I want to make friends with crows next.
Okay.
So
Train them.
Yeah, no, my mom's made friends with a family of crows.
Oh shit.
So my mom lives out in the woods,
Mm.
and she has this little garden with all these bird feeders. She's like one of those. She just loves birds. So she has 1 million bird feeders, and all
She's
the
a bird
birds
guy.
come. And I've been getting her on because she didn't name all the birds. Because
Uh-huh.
I used to, she'd call me and tell me about her birds. I'd be like, "What are their names?" She's like, "Oh, they don't. There's birds." I'm like, "You're fucking up." So I had to explain to her that every time you see a woodland creature, you have to give it the first name that comes to mind,
Yeah.
regardless of gender, because it doesn't matter. Just
Right.
they're unisex names. And so now I've gotten her to name stuff, and so she is friends with this crow named Omar.
She named it Omar.
That was the first name that came to my
What the
mom's mind.
fuck?
Omar.
That's I would not expect
And,
that. Usually moms are like, Michael.
No, so
John,
Omar
you know?
is this little crow, and he comes
Omar the crow is so good.
and she
That's so
goes
good.
out and she throws birdseed on the ground, and he knows what time she does that. He'll come right up and eat the birdseed. She noticed he was getting more comfortable with her because she's been seeing him for months because crows don't migrate, I guess, so he's around for the winter.
Uh-huh.
And then she started holding food out in her hand. He started coming up and sitting on her arm and eating food out of
No
her
way,
hand.
dude.
And then Omar started bringing his family around. His wife's name's Trish, by the way, for everyone wondering.
Holy fuck,
His wife's
that's so good.
So Omar, Trish, and their baby Penelope
Uh-huh. Penelope's now that's a good name for a crow.
will now all come
Yeah.
and just eat out of my mom's hand. And sometimes they'll bring her little quarters or tinfoil because I guess crows like shiny things.
Yeah.
And crows, so it's a sign of friendship if they give you something shiny because it's valuable to them. So thank you for all this birdseed. Here's a piece of tinfoil I found. This is my most prized possession. And so she just has this little piece of
Get
tinfoil
the fuck outta here.
and that Omar and his family gave her that just pinned to her corkboard in the living room. And when I went over for Christmas, she was like, "Omar gave that to me."
Get the fuck. No way,
And she was so proud
dude.
of it. Yeah.
That's so sick. What a
Yeah.
connection. The only connection I've ever had with a woodland creature was one day a bird flew into the side of my house and it couldn't fly anymore because it had a broken wing. So I just picked it up and I put it in a shoebox and I drove it around for a day.
How did that end up?
It was cool. I named him Alistair Colgate. It was
See, you gave him a name. That's good. You have
I
to
was showing all my friends like this is Alistair.
Alistair. I like that.
Alistair, dude. And he couldn't he fucking hated me when I opened the box, so I just kept the box shut.
Did he suffocate? Were there holes?
There were little holes. Like it
Okay,
was a
that's
shoebox. You know, the shoebox has a little holes
Just
on the
having
side.
a plastic Tupperware container, like fuck.
I put a washcloth down in the
Aw.
box, and I threw him in, and then I just closed the box. And then I went to my friend's house, and then my friend has a new dog, and I was like, "Hey, come check this bird out, bro."
Oh no.
Yeah, Alistair didn't like me that much. I don't think we and him were friends.
How did that end up?
I think I left the box outside, and the next morning he was gone.
Probably got eaten by a raccoon or a coyote or something.
No. I like to think that his wing fixed itself.
Overnight.
Yeah, because like
Why
birds. Why not?
They're strong.
Like for I assume for the species that don't have doctors, like they're fucking
Species that don't have dogs.
like any species of
Yeah.
like animal that on this planet that doesn't have like a doctor figure, like their
What-
bodies
hold
just
on.
grow back. Like
What-
they evolve to grow
what
back.
other species other than humans have doctor figures?
I assume some dolphins have doctors.
You think there's like a Dr. Dolphin?
You know.
I don't know.
All right, you know how like mother gorillas like can pop their little kids like arm back in if they ever dislocate their arm?
Wait, is that a real thing?
No.
you blew my mind. I was like, wait, what? They're doing
You ever see those-
chiropractic
You ever
out
see
there?
those arm socket pop-in videos that gorillas do?
I was about to be like, we got to stop them, dude. They're getting too powerful. You know what? I really like orangutans, dude.
Dude, I love
I've been watching
orangutans.
so many orangutan videos. They are so chill.
They're so sick. They're ugly as fuck.
No, but that's
they're
what makes
so
them like
cool.
cute. Is they're just so goofy
Like
looking.
they're bros. Like I would be a friend with one of those. But like if no, because the thing is with animals, they gain my respect if they're not cute. Because if like they're as ugly as like some human beings are, then I'm like, yo, you're going through the same struggle I am, bro. Let's hang out. You know, have you ever seen the fucking like Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie?
Yeah.
Like the fucking or Maurice is so
Maurice.
good. The orangutan is fucking. He's such a cool guy.
Man, what kind of animal do you think you'd be if you were an animal?
I don't know. I don't know what my energy gives off. I have no idea. I know you would be a ferret.
I'd be a ferret.
You would totally be a
You
ferret.
think I'd be a slinky
meat
little-
little
I'd be a little
squirmy
flare.
boy. Yeah.
squirmy boy? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take it.
100%.
Ferrets are
It's
cute.
great. I used to have a ferret. I didn't take good care of her. I had to give her away. But she was, for the time that we did have her, like, she was the best.
Ben, what do you think Matt would be if he was an aminal? If Matt was an aminal, what would he be?
Say something big on purpose. Go ahead. Look at his fucking face, bro. Look at his goddamn face. A little crushed turtle action from Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I can get behind that.
A blue
He
whale.
was definitely the coolest one in Finding Nemo. Like he's the guy.
No,
Like,
you know
that's
what
cool.
Matt would be? You know the scene where Dory speaks whale?
Uh-huh.
You'd be the whale. That was me.
All right.
I don't feel good about that one. That was
No, it was funny.
That was
It was
rude.
funny. It was funny. Chris has to go like, man, in order to talk to me. You're like, I didn't want to eat the hot chip.
I did. I'm just, you know, this is all coming out as resentment because you made me eat the hot chip, and I'm so pissed about
I'm
it. so-
surprised you didn't have to like leave. Yeah, you got through the whole thing. Like,
I did. Yeah.
has your tongue like figured out everything else in your mouth? Like you don't have any
No,
more chip?
it still hurts like a lot. Just it's
Mine's completely
It's just
good.
not.
I think I
it's
have
just like
throw
as
up
if-
coating on my tongue. I might have throw up coating.
Well, because now it's just at the point like if I had eaten normal spicy food,
Yeah.
where it's just like uncomfortable, but you can function.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I just had like some really hot wings or something now.
Okay.
But before it was I couldn't think. I was disoriented. I was sweating. My eyes were watering. It was not good.
We're gonna pull the those like little photos of that for the thumbnail.
That'd be
Us-
good.
us
That's how I
just,
want
like-
all the ladies to see me. I only do, guys, just so you know at home, this is all a big scheme for me to attract women, is this whole podcast. I thought this would be a good way to find my future wife.
Chris has
was-
to do different things in order to attract the ladies. Like you know how like the birds dance and shit like that.
Yeah.
For their mating dances.
This is my mating dance.
Next week, Chris is gonna wear a dog collar, and we're gonna shock the shit out of him during the podcast.
Well, no, that's,
like
that's
the ladies are gonna love this.
I just figured if I like almost throw up from eating a hot chip and then I just talk about how me and my mom name woodland creatures, dude, they're gonna be so
I love
turned
that.
on
I
by
love
me.
like, ooh, he's dangerous, but also like
Has a sweet side.
yeah, has a sweet side.
And-
That's all ladies need,
And
bro.
also might be very mentally ill that
I don't
he
know
is
what the
befriending
ladies
a raccoon in the alley behind his apartment.
We can fix him.
If a lady wants to fix me,
A dangerous,
You are
sweet boy that
so
needs to be
welcome to.
fixed. That's crazy. You check all the boxes. Isn't that nuts?
Well, except for handsome and appealing.
No, but like Pete Davidson isn't handsome either, bruh. You have to understand.
I like how you could have been like, you're handsome. You're like, no, just there are other ugly people.
No, let's be real.
Thank you, man. You're the one that keeps it real with me. I appreciate that.
I personally do think that you are.
My favorite is
semi-attractive.
Is when, thank you. That's the best I've gotten. That's good.
I'm not gonna say you're hot.
No, I
Chris.
appreciate that. My favorite is when women are like, no, dude, like, you're hot. And it's like, okay, why don't we have sex?
Yeah.
So, well, you're just,
I'm busy. I didn't even say when, bitch.
You're not my type. And I'm like, what does that even mean? What's your type?
Is your type not hot? What you just called me? That's fucking crazy.
And just
This
corner.
bitch likes ugly people.
Just corner them
Gross.
till they're forced to say something mean to me and then get mad at them for saying the mean thing. She's like, oh, I just don't find you attractive. Well, that was fucked up. You didn't need to say that. And then I just leave crying.
Right.
And they call me like, Sarah, like, you okay? I'm like, don't fucking talk to me.
You're gonna get mad either way.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm always mad. I'm such a quietly rage-filled person. Like, I know it doesn't really necessarily like translate to stage or like a lot of my public persona, but like in private, I'm so mad.
Mm-hmm. You're a little
Yeah.
You're a little pessimist, baby.
I'm furious all the time.
Chris, where can they find you?
Everyone, my name's Chris Warren. Thank you for watching the podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Chris Warren Comedy. Same thing on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a Twitter now.
Oh, fire.
And my Twitter is basically
So good.
every night at 3 a.m. when I'm having a panic attack about how everything in my life I've done wrong. I'll just post things with no inhibition. So that's like really the best way to see the realist me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can check out my Twitter, and that's all my. Oh, we got all my comedy dates for this month, the next month up on Instagram. So that's the best place to see where I'm performing. Because I don't know when this is gonna come out, and that's right. All.
And then check me out on all the social media. Follow the podcast on all those forms of social media. Follow Ben Benny Boy _28 on Instagram, and then find him on all the other social media as well. Thank you guys so much for listening. And Chris, next week, bro, what are we gonna do?
Russian roulette.
Russian roulette. All
Yeah.
right, I'm good. I'm glad. I love this. What a good song.